Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Risktakers podcast, presented by HYM Enterprises. My name is Harold Matos, and I'm your host. This is a show where we feature esteemed business leaders of Southwest Florida as they provide insights into their business and personal journey. Please like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss a daily dose of your motivation and inspiration. Today's risk taker has been in the nightlife industry less than 5 years. He has redefined the music scene in Southwest Florida, and he is the new director of entertainment for SoHo and Sky Bar in downtown Fort Myers. Please help me welcome DJ Sway.
What up,
my brother?
How you doing, bro?
man? Everything well, man? How you feeling, man? Mentally, spiritually, physically?
Estamos bien, bro. We good. Good to see you. It's been a minute. But we're good, man. Just staying focused, physically better than ever, mentally better than ever. Just pursuing this goal, you know?
Oh, boy. Okay. All right, man. So check it out. Obviously, you know, we know each other. We go way back. I don't know how far back. So.
Bro, tell the people, bro. Tell them. I think when I first started, that's when exactly I had met you. So I want to say good 4 or 5 years now. I heard about you, obviously, when I first started because everybody was Harold this, Harold that. And did my research and all my peoples knew you. All my peoples went to your party. So I've always had utmost respect for you and what you do, bro.
Appreciate it. All right. So take us back. Who was Sway J before the music?
Sway J was always music. It was just people didn't know about me at all. I just was very low key. But I was just a kid, kind of lost like anybody else, you know, at 18, 19. I didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life. I was in school to go to school, but I didn't really have a goal or it wasn't until the pandemic hit that I took the time to actually pursue a dream, which was music, and been great ever since.
So, all right. So what got you into DJing exactly, and then how did you come up with your DJ name?
So what got me into DJing was honestly was my wife. You know, she kind of gave me the confidence, the push that I needed to actually do it. You know, I didn't feel confident to pursue it, but once she kind of pushed me and said, "Yo, you can do it," I 100% believed in her. So then I 100% believed in myself, and I just went with it. And with Sway J, my boy DJ Ryan Love, he's the one who actually gave me the name. We were like looking at names, and he was like, "Yo, what's your actual name?" And I'm like, "My actual name is Josue." And he was like, "Oh, why don't you put that shit backwards? Sway, the J at the end, the beginning and the end, Sway J." And then we just came up with it. It stuck. It was one of the best things I ever created ever with him. And I love my name. I think it flows out naturally. I think everybody likes just saying Sway, so that's how Sway J came about.
Shout out to wifey, man, and shout out to Ryan Love, man,
Yes,
for
sir.
giving my boy inspiration, man.
Yes.
So check it out. All right. When I have attended your events, whether it's a day event, whether it's a night event, whether it's a beach event, them things have been crazy. They've been packed. It doesn't matter what time, what day of the week, it's been crazy. So what strategy does the Sway Entertainment team uses to fill these venues, man? Give me the sauce, man.
I love that question. So honestly, bro, there's no real sauce. I can't really say that there's a format. It's really the love of the people. The people is what make all this happen. I really don't even have the real words to say, you know, with that. I promote, as all of us do. We all promote. We all play pretty good music, but I think people just relate with me a lot, and they follow me wherever I try to take them. They understand that I try to take them to new places or make them feel new things that they haven't felt in a while or never. You know, like that's really my goal with all these events. Try and give them a new experience, fresh new vibe. You know, we're not really from here, right? You know, essentially I was born in New York, so I have that New York essence that I kind of come and bring. I have that Dominican essence that I try and come and bring. You know, Miami, that big city feel, I basically try and put it in here, and people resonate with it. So that's really what it is. I think people just have love for what I do, and they respect it, and I love them for that. You know?
Now, all right. Obviously, you know, I was in the nightlife for 10 years almost. So the only thing that I did was stuff during the night. I never really did no day parties. I never even done no beach party, bro. So I don't know how the beach doesn't mess up y'all speakers. The high tide doesn't come in. I seen y'all boys put speakers in the back of a jet ski, all kind of bro. It's crazy. So now how do you approach, risk taking when it comes to doing like a beach party or stuff like that? So how do you feel about risk taking, or if it just doesn't succeed? Is there such thing as a failure to you?
No, 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 no. So we do have expectations. We try to, be realistic as well. But part of this game is the risk. You're not always gonna win. You're not always gonna make money in a sense. But my goal is not always to just make money. My goal is to leave an impact and make sure that people feel something. They walk away from the parties feeling like, man, I just had a great time. I just spent this much money, but it felt like I could do it every other time because it's an experience that I enjoy. So the impact is just as important to me as just the amount of money or the residuals that we'll make off of this. But yeah, there is risk, as you know, but I'm a daredevil, I guess. I don't care. If there's money to put up, I'll put it, and if I don't make it back, it's all good. It's as long as I know I made sure that the people appreciate it and love what we bring into.
Okay. So on the topic of risk and failures, obviously, you started less than 5 years ago, correct?
Yeah, but honestly, this weekend makes 4 years that I made my club debut at Llama.
Wow.
So 4 years really is the actual number this weekend.
Okay.
Crazy.
Now, when you first started DJing, like I said, you were still trying to read the crowds.
Yes.
So what is a song where you played that cleared the dance floor, maybe towards the beginning of your DJ career? And what song was it?
Bro, I can't really say a song, but I'll tell you this. Like, I'll give you an example of what tends to happen sometime back in the day. So I would read the crowd as best as I could, but I would go, let's say we have a whole Latin crowd, right? I'll give them the Latin, but I also try and keep it everywhere else, keep it open for everybody else. But let's say we're in the Latin crowd, I'd have somebody come and tip me maybe like $5-10, and they'll be like, hey, can you put Taylor Swift in the middle of this nonsense, craziness? And back in the day, I would, and I would do it just without knowing how bad that would do for the floor, and so imagine putting some Dumbo reggaeton and then somebody say put Taylor Swift $5 and you do it, you look crazy, so I've learned, rookie mistakes you learn as you go, but it's one of those things. I've had stories like that where you will go from Dembo reggaeton to like a Taylor Swift, Justin Bieber. So never do that again, but never again. But you learn. It's one of those things that you see the crowd and you try to just keep the crowd. It don't matter how much money somebody's trying to tip you, unless it's something excessive. You gotta take and figure out how to blend in with what you're doing. So now if somebody were to tell me, yo, play Taylor Swift or Bieber, and they're giving me a good amount, I'm like, all right, I got you. But what I'm gonna do with it is I'm gonna put whatever flavor I'm using, just add on to it. So I have a reggaeton song going. I'm mixing Justin Bieber with a reggaeton beat on it. Yeah. Feel me? Like, that's what I'm doing now. I'm not fucking just gonna play a whole, yeah, babe, boom, boom, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's always a method now of how to just control the room and keep everybody happy.
Okay.
Facts.
All right. So obviously, like I said, you started DJing. Recently, you got the keys to be the director of entertainment at Sky Bar and SoHo, which are prestigious venues in downtown Fort Myers. So congratulations on that.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
How do you manage the balance of between being just a visionary leader and then a hands-on operator?
It's very fun. I'll tell you that, as a creator, fun. But it is, it does have its processes. Like, for example, the visionary part, I'm constantly thinking how we can go to other levels and do different things constantly, even with the venues, the way they look, things that we can improve with equipment, promotion stuff. I've been very hands-on with marketing team. They've been amazing. Shout out to Brandy, Amanda. Shout out to the Kerns, everybody who's been really awesome helping me, build this with them, because it's definitely a team thing. It's not just a Sway thing at all. It's definitely been the GMs here. Everybody. It feels like it's been a whole unit of everybody's opinions on things, and I'm just here to kind of bundle it up and fit it together. So that part has been awesome and very new to me, but very cool to be working with everybody. But as an individual, as a DJ, it's just amazing to even put my name with this now, like on a consistent basis. It's always been a goal to work here. So now that I'm actually, somewhat of in charge, I guess, it's awesome to put myself in it when I can, but it's more than just me now. This job, I take it as like it's for the whole community. Now we built something for downtown to actually really, fully grasp. And I'm also giving amazing opportunities to all the talented DJs that we have in Southwest Florida, so it's it's bigger than me, man. It's for everybody. And I can see the difference already, bro. It's only been a month and a half, and I can see the amount of new faces in here, the amazing feedback we're getting from the DJs. So it's all love, man.
So piggybacking of the DJ,
yes, sir.
Conversation. I saw that you got a bundle of DJs, and maybe, like I said, these are your friends or
no
people you know. But what I noticed was, like I said, you took 10 or 15 of these guys, and you brought them in downtown with you.
Yeah.
And so what's unique about that is that now you're not really going against the competition. You actually believe in collaborative work, and that's what you're doing with them. So what gave you the idea to do that? And, just give us a layout on how you came up with that, instead of just maybe like a Sway J just being here only.
Yeah. No, so honestly, bro, look, I look at everything. I look at everything in a sense of like, teamwork. My Sway brand has not been just me. I've had Alian, my manager. I've had my groups of friends that started with me that were also DJs. So I've never been alone, so I've always felt that I needed a foundation to always go, and I always compared this DJ thing to wrestling or to rappers, when rappers come out or wrestling come out, wrestlers come out, they always come out with a crew. They never really come out alone, and if they do, they end up going to a crew. So I always felt like to build something in downtown, it couldn't just be me. I needed to bring the up and coming DJs, I needed to bring out who's popping in Naples, who's popping in Fort Myers, fresh faces, because we've had for a long time the same people. So it was just time to kind of freshen things up, and trust is really the main word. You can trust people without you being there, and that they're gonna do a great job. That's what I love. So building a team has been awesome, and outside of just friends, I've been, obviously I work with Curate. So with Curate, I got the advantage to see what all these new DJs are doing, who they are, what's their talent, and I got to see through that, okay, working with Curate, how can I kind of make a nightlife version of that, or daytime version? How can I keep producing new talent and also showing them, new things? When I got in the game, bro, I didn't really get that. I didn't really get too much assistance in a way. I didn't get too much of a guideline of what to do, this and that. So I feel, pretty honored to be that for a lot of DJs now.
All right, so obviously, to be a visionary, you got to have some kind of discipline. What personal discipline do you have that translates into your business success?
It's a great question. Patience. Patience. A lot of times I want to rush into things, or I want to just do things right then and there. And sometimes got to kind of sit back, wait, play that waiting game. Sometimes it's better for business. So I've learned a lot of discipline, a lot of patience. Also just being a professional. Feel like I've learned that throughout the years, especially with Curate, that, being on time, looking the part, talking, knowing how to talk and how to speak with people. All these things have made, this whole Sway J brand as well. It's just people don't really look at it that way, but the professional side of things is really what's kept me, really afloat. My image, I really care about how I look to people. How do I seem to people? Do I seem like a jerk? Do I seem like a cool dude to hang out with? All these things matter to me. So I try to really keep that, and, keep that the main thing. Sure. I'm actually sober right now. So I've been sober for like the last 3 months. And I'm telling you, in nightlife, that's almost impossible to do. Especially if you're active like me every weekend outside. And
here's a shot, man.
Yeah, every day. Every freaking yo, bro, I'm sorry, I can't right now, and that's just all staying solid and staying, on the course, Want to lose weight for the image? How can I do that? Less sugar, less alcohol. Keep going, so
You can't always be Superman. You gotta turn your Superman off and turn into Clark Kent. So tell us what your Clark Kent is like. How do you unwind?
Okay, how do I unwind? My kids. My kids, they humble the hell out of me, bro. It's so amazing and beautiful because I can go, do events and 400, 500 people, whatever, right? Have a great time, feel all the attention and all that. But then as soon as they get home, I got to change diapers. I got to feed these babies. I got to, pick up trash, fucking all this stuff. So it's I go from Sway J to Josh real quick. I feel like I'm Sway J maybe 6 hours of the week and I'm Josh all the other hours. But nobody knows that, Everybody just sees Sway, but there is a Josh. I love that about my life right now, that I have that balance, that I can be Sway, and be the entertainer and the promoter, director, all that. But I love that I'm Josh to my kids, to my wife, that, they see me as just a regular guy, just hang out, chill, watch football, play with the kids, all that cool stuff.
So obviously, you've been making your stamp in Southwest Florida, and I'm sure you're going to keep at it. You're not thinking about retiring no time soon. But when your time does come to retire, what would you want your legacy to be as a business leader and as an individual?
As a business leader, I hope I'm remembered as somebody that opened the doors for a lot of us. I'm hoping I'm remembered as a pioneer for the Latinos, especially the Dominicans. Hopefully I'm remembered as a pioneer for the genre of dembow. All those things. I'm hopeful that people are inspired by what my story is. I'm hopeful that the kids are looking at my professionalism and how I move, just all those things. I feel like that's in the professional level. I hope that I can be remembered in that aspect. As a personal level, I'm hoping that people remember me as a good person, as somebody that's super chill and funny to hang out with, cared for others, pursued my dreams, never stopped. Hustler. One thing you can say about Sway, that's a hustler. That man did not stop after he wanted to all those times, Harold. After all those times he wanted to, but he just didn't stop. That's really, I hope, what my legacy is.
All right. Besides playing the Taylor Swift song, what's one of the things that you wouldn't do again, or any regrets, anything that you would change from the past, or
bro, I could say because we all make mistakes and there's things that are embarrassing. There's things that you just like, damn, I can't believe I did that. But without those things, you wouldn't be who you are today, right? You wouldn't know about it. You wouldn't have those experiences. So I really can't say I regret anything, but maybe come into the game a little bit more quiet. I was too loud, felt like. But I just had this chip, I had this chip on my shoulder. Nobody knew who I was. Nobody cared. Nobody believed in the ideas that were coming to me. And I kept telling everybody, yo, we should do this. We should do this. We should do this. And nobody, fuck off, kid, So it was one of those things that I just had a chip. But outside of me being, I guess, too loud, no, I feel like I maintained myself and my role and my dreams and what I wanted to pursue. So no regrets, bro.
And it's gotta be a Dominican thing, the pride.
Pride.
But the pride,
the New York thing, bro. It's a New York pride, Dominican pride. It's hard to shake off, even if you live out here for all these years.
Nah, 100%, man. So on the subject, on the topic, of Dominicans and whatnot. We got the DJ Adonis of the world and all those guys. Who would be a well-known DJ that you would like to play alongside?
Bro, honestly, I think I've been blessed enough in my 4 years to have played with so many big DJs that I don't really have a list anymore. And now it's more of like, it's just another blessing to be around those people. But Adoni, I know him and his manager pretty good. We haven't done a gig together, so that would be probably one of those things that will happen in the future. Outside of him, Alex Sensation. I don't know if you know who that is, but
yes, I'm aware of
Alex Sensation. To me was probably is the foundation of Latin radio when I was growing up. So man, to see that man still do what he's doing and still be an inspiration to me now that I'm a DJ, it would be a dream to play with him.
How many years does Alex Sensation has in the game?
Bro, I think 30 plus, 20 plus, something.
Wow.
Bro. He's been, bro, since the 90s, he was a DJ, but he was underground, you know. And then once he got on the radio, I think probably late 90s, 2000s, rocking shit, bro. That man's everywhere, too. He has radio in New York, Miami. He doesn't even have to do clubs anymore. He does it when he wants. He's like, you know how much success, to get to that point as a DJ is insane. So, mad respect. My earliest memories of radio, Latin radio, is with him. So, it would be him, Adoni. I played with DJ Carmelo in New York. That was a dream. I played with DJ Lobo in New York. That was a dream. I played with DJ Cass in New York. Another dream. So really, there's not too much left, you know. Outside of maybe house DJs, you know, like the Fishers of the world. But, you know, that's a way long shot, bro.
Yeah. So as you said, you know, the goal, of course, is not to have to DJ, you know, to get paid. So, and you're already on your way. So if you could, you know, talk to us about some new merch and products that you have available.
So
that you just dropped, you know, recently.
So I you know, every summer I have I create this thing called Sway Summer. So that's basically just basically me saying I'm gonna be everywhere sporadically every week. And people love the idea because they get to see me more. During the off season, I'm more into the weddings. I'm more into just staying low key and popping up every now and then. But during the summer, I try to expand myself more because when I first started, they told me the summertime is off season. And in my head, that never made sense because I would come here all the summers when I lived in New York. So I get it now though, because people do tend to go on vacation a lot, but I still see this place as a hot spot year round. So I try to make that a thing. So everywhere I would go, and Sway Summer was a thing. So I created merch. It's on my website, www.djswayj.com. And I'm basically selling t-shirts, selling cups, and they're just essentials for summertime. I'm still growing the brand. I'm still growing the the merch. It wasn't something I was planning on doing, but the demand was so high that I was like, all right, I got to start. You know, it's one of those things, you know, people pushed me to do it. So
let me get this straight. If I purchase one of those Sway cups,
yes,
and I come to Sway Sundays, I get free alcohol?
I could hook you up, but no, it don't work like that. But I could hook you up, no problem. I got you.
Gotcha. So, now you told us where to find the products. Where can they find you on social media?
The best bet is my Instagram, man. That's the outlet right now for everything. So my Instagram is at DJSwayJ_. That's literally, I have all my links there on my websites. Everything's through there. We just hit 5K followers. I know that don't sound crazy, but and these days, 5K authentic followers is really hard to find. It's really hard to get. And I'm blessed that I got these people following me. I have over 300. I have a group chat on my Instagram. I don't know if you know about it, but I call it Sway Gang. We have over 370 followers on there. So anytime I have any event or anything, those people are the first to know. So very blessed with my social media, how everybody's just even it. We try to drop content as much as possible, but you know how it is. Right. Make time. Making time is the part.
No, that part. All right. So if you have one advice for an aspiring risk taker, what would it be?
Man, don't believe everything you hear. Don't doubt yourself. Stay motivated. Stay on the grind. Stay with a purpose. Align yourself with the right people. Align yourself with your dreams. And don't give up. You're going to always go through these trials and tribulations, but I feel like keep pursuing it. Keep at it. You're going to end up to where you want or even more. God might bless you even more with more things for you staying on that path. So I say, you know, just keep at it. Surround yourself with the best people. Don't be the smartest person in the room. Please, if you think you're the smartest person, you know, Harold, then you in the wrong room, man. You got to be around the right people. Stay with these smart individuals, people who are thinking 10 steps ahead. Don't be with people that are just in the moment. You can get stuck, you know?
All right, guys, you know, that wraps up another episode of the Risktakers podcast. Thank you for Sway J giving us his time.
Yes, sir.
Until next time, thank you.